Hey there, Bootstrappers. This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another day in the life of a Bootstrap Real Estate Investor. I'm just chilling here in my wife's favorite chair. We've had this chair for about, we've been married coming on 9 years now. And when we got married? We got married in 2008. Yeah, so 9 years. These are my glasses that I wear so I don't get like headaches and whatnot from like the computer. It's just like protective lenses. Anyways, we've had this chair as long as we've been married. She's had it way before that. She won't get rid of it no matter what. I'm like, but it's actually really comfortable, so I'm not gonna lie. But here I am chilling here. So do I go to court or not? You know, when does it become economically unviable to go ahead and go to court when talking to somebody about real estate? So I got a property that's tied up right now in litigation. It's brother and sister. They're feuding. One's claiming ownership rights. The other ones say, no, you don't have ownership rights. And clearly the land documentation on file states that the brother has the rights. She deeded over her interest in the property years ago, almost a decade ago. It's like 9 years ago. Anyway, so we're in dispute right now, or they're in dispute. He's run out of money. She has no money, but she has an attorney who is willing to take on the case on a contingency. I don't know what their arrangement is or what, but they have. So she's filed a complaint, and so here we are, and I have the opportunity to hire an attorney. It's going to cost me $5,000 to hire the attorney with no guarantees. And I'm like, are you for sure that we're going to go ahead and go through this retainer for $5,000? She's like, oh yeah, 100%. And then we'll come back to you with a second retainer with a different strategy once this one falls out. So I'm like, well, if you already know this strategy is going to fall out, then why are we even going that route? She's like, because we have to. We have to lay the groundwork for our next strategy. I'm like, well, what's the next strategy? She's like, I don't know. We don't know how they're going to respond. I'm like, are you kidding me? For reals? Like, this is the conversation that we're having. You're just telling me like, hey, go piss that $5,000 away because you're not going to get it and it's not going to work for us whatsoever. But we don't know how we're going to respond until we see how they play this out. I'm like, you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, this is complete bogus. And so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, do I really want this property? How much do I have the opportunity to make? How much is on the line here? I'm like, it's not really that much. I mean, the property is way distressed. I mean, it's in serious disrepair. So, do I go to court or do I not? So that's the conversation that I'm having right now. With myself and a couple other investors. And here's the thing is, I had the property already deeded over to me. I had the property deeded to me, and I was just going to go file the deed. I wouldn't be a bona fide purchaser because I'm not party to the lawsuit, but I'm aware of the lawsuit, so I can't do that. So I just was going to go ahead and file the deed or record the deed and evict the sister and just be done with it like that. But we still have the problem of the lawsuit. And so that's kind of where we're at on this situation. So in talking to the attorneys, they're like, no, you know what, it's not clean that way. Go ahead and give the deed back to the dude. Don't file it and let us handle it. But I'm just like, man, this is this happens. Real estate it's ugly at times, and sometimes it's not clean, and you got to figure this stuff out. So you gotta. And so the point that I'm making is that for me, I gotta value. I gotta sit here and evaluate. Is $5,000 right now? I already know that $5,000 is gonna be gone. It's gonna be lost. So that's I'm gonna be after the $5,000. That's where I'm starting at. How much more is this gonna take up? Because here's what I'm looking at. If I put $5,000 into it, and we come back and they go, okay, we're gonna need $10,000 for this next strategy, and I'm into it for 15. I was only gonna make 15 on it anyway. Because this was an assignment. I was just going to sign this out. And I have a partner on it. And our assignment was going to be 30, and we're going to split that. My partner's not putting up any of the cash, though. So, do I go back and renegotiate this? Well, I guess at that point, I now own the property, so there's no more assignment splits. So it's getting kind of muddy here. And, at what point do I want to walk away? I'm already into it right now. I'm into it $1,200. I can walk away from $1,200, and it's a learning experience. That's what happens. I could walk away from $5,000, but I don't want to dig myself deeper and deeper and deeper and realize that, hey, this isn't going to work. I need to go ahead and get out. So, do I go to court, and does it make economic sense? And so that's where I'm at. And these are situations where you're going to have in your business that definitely not from the get-go, but as you go forward, you're gonna need to ask yourself, hey, man. And for me, my guiding principle is, does it make economic sense? Right now, it still makes economic sense for me to do it. I'm going to have to go back and renegotiate certain things. I've gotten a price reduction from the seller, so I can still sell it to the end buyer. Now I'd be the owner, but again, now I have tax implications if I do it that way. So there's different things I got to weigh in this whole entire equation. But the guiding principle, and this is what's most important, is, does it make economic sense? Because if it makes economic sense, I'm going to move forward with it. If it doesn't make economic sense, I'm just going to say next, because there's more opportunities out there. And that's just the name of the game. Does it make economic sense? So this is another day in the life of a bootstrap real estate investor, and let that be your guiding principle. Does it make economic sense? All right.